Want to speak real Chinese from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at ChineseClass101.com.
Hi, welcome to Introduction to Chinese. My name is Alicia, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Ray.
In this lesson, you'll learn the basics of Chinese grammar. Word order refers to the order in which words are structured to form a sentence in a given language. The basic word order for English is subject, verb, object, or SVO for short. Let's break down the English sentence, I ate an apple. We can see that the subject I is presented first, followed by the verb ate, and then finally the object apple is positioned last. This is the basic word order for sentences in English.
Now let's compare that same sentence. I ate an apple in Chinese. 我吃了一个苹果. If we break down this sentence, we will have 我, I, which is a subject, 吃了, which means ate or have eaten, a verb. Next, the object, 一个苹果, an apple. So the order is subject plus verb plus object, or SVO for short.
This is exactly the same order as in English. Let's try another basic sentence. I like Chinese.
I is 我, like is 喜欢, Chinese is 中文. So we put the subject first, then the verb, and then the object. Altogether we have 我喜欢中文.
Now you know the word order in Chinese. Let's try to add more components to basic words to make longer sentences. Adding a time phrase in Chinese sentences is a little different than in English. In English, we put the when phrase in the last part of the sentence. For example, I eat an apple every day.
In Chinese, we put the time phrase after the subject. So we need to put every day after I. So we have 我, I, 每天, every day, 吃, eat, 一个苹果, an apple, subject plus time phrase plus verb plus objects. 我每天吃一个苹果。我的姐姐明天去美国。我的 my 姐姐 older sister 明天 tomorrow 去 go to 美国 the United States.
My older sister is going to the US tomorrow.
我的姐姐明天去美国。
To add places, put them after the time phrases. For example, I eat an apple every day at home. In Chinese, that's
我每天在家吃一个苹果。在家 means at home. So it's I every day at home eat an apple. 我每天在家吃一个苹果。
Let's try another one. I was born in the US in 1990. Remember, subject, time, place, and then verb.
我1990年在美国出生。我1990年在美国出生。
To form negative sentences, there are two ways for two circumstances.
You can use 不 or 没有。We use 不 in present tense sentences, or when you don't want to do something. 我不喜欢中文。I don't like Chinese. 我不去。I'm not going. 我不吃。I don't want to eat. We use 没有 in past tense, meaning didn't or haven't done something. 我没有吃苹果。I didn't eat the apple. 我的姐姐昨天没有去美国。My older sister didn't go to the US yesterday.
To form yes or no questions in Chinese, it can't be easier.
Just add a question marker, 么, at the end of a statement. You like Chinese is 你喜欢中文. To make it do you like Chinese, we simply put 么 at the end. 你喜欢中文吗? Let's make 你每天在家吃一个苹果 a yes or no question. 你每天在家吃一个苹果吗?
Now you know how to ask questions with a yes or no answer. But how do you ask questions using question words, such as what, when, where, how, why, and which?
Let's put the above questions words into two groups. We put what, which, and where after the verb. It's like replacing the object with a question word.
For example, what do you like?
你喜欢什么？你 you 喜欢 like 什么 what
Which one do you like?
你喜欢哪个？你 you 喜欢 like 哪个 which one
Where do you like?
你喜欢哪里？你 you 喜欢 like 哪里 where
And for the rest of the question words, we put them before the verb, so it's subject, question word, verb, object. In some cases, you can omit the object to make the sentence concise. When are you going?
你什么时候去？你 you 什么时候 when 去 go
Why are you going to the US?
你为什么去美国？你 you 为什么 why 去 go to 美国 the United States
How are you going to go?
你怎么去？你 you 怎么 how 去 go
If we have a sentence with both a time phrase and a question word, which should go first? Just remember, question words are always stuck with verbs. So in this case, it would be subject, time phrase, question word, then verb.
你明天怎么去？你 you 明天 tomorrow 怎么 how 去 go How are you going to go tomorrow?
Basically, questions have the same order as SVO statements. Just remember to stick the right question words in the right places. And don't forget the question mark. Well done! Let's wrap up this lesson by recapping what we've learned. In this lesson, you learned that Chinese uses the exact same SVO word order as English. From this, you learned how to form affirmative and negative sentences. And finally, you learned how to convert an affirmative sentence into a question. We've covered only the very basics of Chinese grammar. If you're interested in learning more, check out our Chinese in 3 Minutes video series. In that course, we teach you useful phrases while covering the fundamentals of Chinese grammar, and each lesson is only 3 minutes long. Bye!
Bye!
Hi everybody, Andrew here. Welcome to Ask a Teacher, where I'll answer most of your common Chinese questions. The question for this lesson is, what are the different tones in Chinese? Many Chinese learners find the tones quite difficult because the intonation in Chinese is very special and very different from most other languages. There are 4 stress tones in Chinese. Let's run through them now. First tone, 一声, is high and steady. Ah. Second tone, 二声, starts with a little lower pitch and goes up. Ah. Third tone, 三声, is even lower. It first dips down, then rises. Ah. Fourth tone, 四声, starts high, then falls sharply. Ah. In addition to the above 4 tones, there's a special tone called neutral tone, 轻声. It doesn't come with any marks on top. To make the neutral tone, try to say it as in the first tone, except that you say it in a more light and short way, like ah. It's not only important, but crucial to master different tones in Chinese. There are so many words that come with the same pinyin spelling. If you don't get the tones right, it's very likely that your mispronounced tones will lead to misunderstandings or even embarrassment. A quick example. The pinyin and tone for Hanyu is with the 4th falling tone on Han, Hanyu. The pinyin and tone for Hanyu has a 2nd rising tone on Han, Hanyu. They sound quite close, right? But Hanyu is Chinese language, and Hanyu is actually Korean language. Don't get them mixed up and be very careful with the tones. How was it? Pretty interesting, right? Do you have any more questions? Leave them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. 我们今天就到这里，下期再见。See you in the next episode. Bye. Hi everybody, Inru here. Welcome to Ask a Teacher, where I'll answer more of your common Chinese questions. The question for this lesson is, how do I say no to an invitation politely? Chinese people are known to be very friendly and hospitable, especially when they know you're from another country and learning Chinese. You're probably going to be invited to their house for dinners or parties that you may not want to go to. How do you turn down these invitations without being rude? It would be ideal if a simple 不用了，谢谢, no thank you, would do. But the reality is, Chinese people always try to avoid using the word no. To turn down an invitation, you usually will first apologize for not being able to make it. Then give the reasons why you can't go, just like in the following conversation. 明天有空吗？来我家吃晚饭吧。Are you free tomorrow? Come have dinner at my place. 真不好意思，明天晚上我要上课，改天吧。I'm so sorry, I have to go to a class tomorrow night. Let's do it another time. In this conversation, person B didn't say no. Instead, she explained why she couldn't go and suggested doing it another time. This is the Chinese way. You don't want to say the word can't, 不行, or won't do, 不好, and you'll want to explain why. Many times, you don't even have to give the real reason. You can use a very vague term like 我有别的事情, I have other things to tend to, or 我有别的安排, I have other plans. So if you don't want to go to a party and don't feel like giving the real reason, you might say 不好意思，我有别的事情去不了了，你们玩得开心。Saying no or turning down an invitation is not always easy. I believe it's not only difficult in the Chinese culture, but in many other cultures too. It's human nature that you don't want to say the word no. I hope after today's lesson you will find a way of saying no properly and politely in Chinese. How was it? Pretty interesting, right? Do you have any more questions? Please leave them in the comments below and I'll try to answer them. That's all for today. 我们今天就到这里 and I'll see you in the next episode. 我们下期再见吧。
Want to speak real Chinese from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at ChineseClass101.com.
Hey, 大家好，我叫马燕如。Hey everybody, I'm 叶如Ma. Welcome to ChineseClass101.com's 三分钟汉语 the fastest, easiest, and most fun way to learn Chinese. In the last lesson, we learned how to show gratitude by saying 谢谢. In this lesson, we will learn some of the most common greetings used in China. 准备好了吗? Are you ready? 我们开始吧. So, let's start. The most commonly used greeting is 你好. 你好. You may remember this from lesson 1. 你好 means hi, hello, and how do you do? It's a slightly formal expression though, so just use it at work or similar occasions. Don't use it with your family and friends. The informal hello is sure to be familiar to you. You probably use it every day already. Hey, hey. If it sounds familiar, it's because it's just like English hey, but make sure to say it with the right Mandarin tone. Hey. When you want to greet someone in the morning, you can also say 早啊,早啊. It's very commonly used, but it's slightly informal. What about when we leave? What should we say? 再见. This very common expression is similar in meaning to the English see you again. 再见. This is goodbye. Though simple, it can be used in almost all occasions. Now you can greet people in many different ways in Chinese. Let's review them all again. When meeting people for the first time or in a formal occasion, 你好. When meeting friends or family members, you can say, hey. In the early morning, you can say, 早啊. When leaving, No matter whether it's a formal or informal situation, 再见. It's easy, isn't it? Now it's time for Yanru's tips. As you know, there are more and more Chinese starting to learn English. This has started to affect the language. Just like how you can say hey instead of 你好, you can also say bye bye instead of 再见. So if you forget how to say 你好 and 再见, you can use the easy heys and bye byes and people will understand you with no problem. During the next lesson, we'll learn the meaning of the phrase 你会说英语吗? Do you already know it? I will be waiting to talk about it with you in our next 3分钟汉语 lesson.
Hi guys! Welcome to this lesson. Today we are going to learn 10 questions you should know. Okay, let's get started. 你住在哪儿? Where do you live? 你住在哪儿? Where do you live? Which street? 住哪条街? Which building? 住哪个房子? And also you can just say that I live with my parents. 我住父母家 or I live in hotel. 我住宾馆。你叫什么名字? What's your name? 你叫什么名字? What's your name? It's a really common and basic question. That's the more advanced. Like 您贵姓? Is very respect to this person. Just ask what's your family name. And also in China, 您贵姓 is more common than what's your name? Maybe. 你好，你叫什么名字？我叫包雨婷。It's more advanced conversation. 您好，请问您贵姓？免贵姓包。你在哪儿工作？ Where do you work? 你在哪儿工作？ Where do you work? Maybe you can answer like the city. For example, 我在北京工作。I work in Beijing. And also you can answer the company name. You can answer like, 我在某某公司工作。你多大了？ How old are you? 你多大了？ How old are you? It's a secret question. But for this sentence, 你多大了? It's like to ask the small children, age from 3 years old to 12 years old, maybe. It's like, 小朋友，你多大了? And for the teenager, especially for girl, you can ask like, 您芳龄几何? 请问您芳龄? It also means, please tell me your age. And for the senior person, you can never use this sentence like, 您多大了? 您几岁? Oh no. You must ask like, 请问您高寿? 你来自哪儿? Where are you from? 你来自哪儿? Where are you from? If you really want to know the hometown, you must ask, 您老家是哪里? That means, where is your hometown? Where are you come from? And if you just speak, 您来自哪儿? 你来自哪儿? Maybe I can answer like, I came from Beijing University. 你说什么? What did you say? 你说什么? What did you say? If you can't hear clearly about the question or the word from other people, you can ask, 不好意思，您说什么? If you feel very shocked about the words, you can speak like, 你说什么? It's 什么? 洗手间在哪儿? Where is the bathroom? 洗手间在哪儿? Where is the bathroom? It's a survival Chinese, guys. You must know that. And also, I highly recommend it you speak more polite. Like, 不好意思，请问一下洗手间在哪儿? The person maybe will answer you, 你看，就在那边, just over there. 你在哪里学的中文? Where did you learn Chinese? 你在哪里学的中文? Where did you learn Chinese? I learned from YouTube channel. 我从 YouTube 视频上学的。
I learn by myself. 我自学的。我的专业是中文。My major is Chinese. I learn from school. 我从学校里学的。你学中文多久了？ How long have you been studying Chinese? 你学中文多久了？ How long have you been studying Chinese? 1个月、2个月。Be attention about 个。1 month, 2 months. And also you can speak 1 year, 2 year. There is no 个。If you don't want to tell the person how long time, the exactly time, you can speak 没有多长时间 not so much time, or it's been a long time, 学了很久了。你的生日是什么时候？ When is your birthday? 你的生日是什么时候？ When is your birthday? For a Chinese person, like my family, it's a traditional family, so we use a lunar calendar, 阴历 and I will say 我的阴历生日是几月几号 and for you, absolutely you use the Western calendar. If you want to shock the native speaker, you can answer like 我的阳历生日是几月几号 That means my Western calendar birthday is which month, which day. Okay, that's all for today. Today we learn 10 questions you must know in Chinese. And guys, if you have any questions you want to know and about the question you don't know how to answer in Chinese, you can comment below, let me know. I can answer that. Okay, thanks for watching. Love you. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye. Hi everyone. Do you know how to introduce yourself in Chinese? Today we are going to learn 10 lines for introducing yourself. 我的名字是雨婷。My name is 雨婷。我的名字是 My name is. The more casual way to say your name is 我叫雨婷。I'm called 雨婷。你好，很高兴认识你。Hello, nice to meet you. 你好，很高兴认识你。您好。You just can use 您好 to the respectable person. For example, your teacher, your leader. But you can't use in the same generation friends. If you want to use for friends, you can use 你好。You can say like that. 你好，很高兴见到你 or 你好，很高兴认识你。我来自中国 I'm from China. 我来自中国 I'm from China. And if you want to introduce more about yourself, because China is so big, I want to say that I came from the north part of China. 我来自中国的北方。我住在北京I live in Beijing. 我住在北京 I live in Beijing. When you introduce yourself, you can use 我住在For myself, I live in 呼伦贝尔。我住在呼伦贝尔。呼伦贝尔 is my hometown. Please visit my hometown, 呼伦贝尔。You are super welcomed. 我是一名学生 I'm a student. 我是一名学生 You can tell your occupation, your career. For example, you are a teacher. You can say 我是一名老师。And if you are an engineer, you can speak 我是一名工程师。医生 doctor, lawyer, 律师。And if you work for government, you can speak 我是公务员。我24岁。I'm 24 years old. Okay, next one. Tell your age. Ha ha ha. Maybe sometimes you don't want to tell your age, but it's okay. 我今年24岁。I'm 24 years old. 我的爱好是摄影。My hobby is photography. 我的爱好是摄影。My hobby is photography. And also I love travel. 而且我也喜欢旅行。你喜欢旅行吗？ Do you like to travel? 我喜欢听音乐。I enjoy listening to music. 我喜欢听音乐。I enjoy listening to music. And I also enjoy cooking. 我喜欢做饭。And watching movie. 看电影。我学习中文已经24年了。I have been learning Chinese for 24 years. 我学习中文已经24年了。I have been learning Chinese for 24 years. How long have you been studying Chinese? 你学中文多长时间了？我的梦想是成为一名中文老师。My dream is to be a Chinese teacher. 我的梦想是当一名中文老师。My dream is to be a Chinese teacher. So here I am. I hope you can enjoy my lesson. 我希望你们喜欢我的中文课。Okay, guys, that's all for today's lesson. Today we learned 10 lines you need for introducing yourself. And if you have some questions, please comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. I have been learning Chinese for 24 years.
Want to speak real Chinese from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at ChineseClass101.com.
Hello, everyone. Today we are going to talk about the 10 phrases you always want to hear. 你今天气色不错. You look great today. 你今天气色不错. You look great today. 你今天气色不错哦. For girls, you can say like, 你今天真漂亮. That means you are so beautiful today. For boys, you can say like, 你看起来真精神今天. That means you look great today. 你真棒. You are awesome. 你真棒. You are awesome. Chinese people like to compliment people, especially during the working or study. When you make a small progress, they will say some compliment like, 你真棒. You are awesome. 你是对的. You are right. 你是对的. 今天真的下雨了. You are right. Today is really raining. 你是对的. 今天真的下雨了. You are right. It's raining. 干得漂亮. You did a great job. 干得漂亮. You did a great job. You are playing basketball and you got a goal. And your teammate will say, you did a great job. 干得漂亮. 我想你. I miss you. 我想你. I miss you. For I miss you, maybe you can use the very close friends and family member. But if you want to say I miss you to your teacher or your boss, you can speak like 我很想念您. And also this sentence is like just used for the letter. And if you want to email your teacher, you can speak 敬爱的老师，我很想念您。我给你带了些礼物。I brought you some gifts. 我给你带了些礼物。I brought you some presents. In China, if your friends invited you to their home for the dinner, if you want to keep the good manner, it's better you bring some gift. The present doesn't have to be very expensive, just like fruit and tea, it's okay. 月底发奖金. There will be a bonus at the end of the month. I think everyone loves the salary, is that right? And also in China, in the end of the year, during the Spring Festival, every boss, the good boss, will offer the employee a big bonus. We call it 红包. 你身材真好. You are in good shape. 你身材真好. You are in good shape. To be honest, guys, this sentence is really, really important. So please remember this. 你身材真好. Especially when you meet a girl, you can speak the first, 你真漂亮. The second, 你身材真好. That means you are beautiful and you're in good shape. The girl will be really, really happy. 你做得对. You did the right thing. 你做得对. You did the right thing. I think everyone wants to do the right thing, right? And someone will say, you are right, you did the right thing. That's great. 我有一个惊喜要给你 I have a surprise for you. 我有一个惊喜要给你 I have a surprise for you. Actually, sometimes when someone tell you, I have a surprise for you, you will imagine here, what kind of surprise? And sometimes it's really a surprise, a gift. But sometimes just your friends want to trick you. 你朋友想捉弄你 and your friends will offer you a little creature. 你的朋友会给你一个小虫子。My friends always trick me like this. 我的朋友经常捉弄我。Okay, guys, today we did the 10 phrases you always want to hear. Which one would you like to hear? I highly recommend you remember the first, you are in good shape. 你身材真好。The second, you did a great job. 干得漂亮。Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Bye bye. See you later.
Hi, welcome to Chinese Top Words. My name is Ray. Today we are going to cover must-know expressions for agreeing and disagreeing. Let's start. 我同意 I agree. The first one is 我同意 I agree. No matter who agree, there is no transformation of the word. So no matter it's you agree, he agrees, they agree. 我同意，你同意，他同意。我双手赞成 I raise both of my hands to agree, meaning I can't agree more. 我双手赞成 I raise both my hands to agree. Indeed, this sentence means I can't agree more. I strongly agree with something. If my colleague Megumi said, let's go to karaoke, I will say, 我双手赞成 I can't agree more. I really want to go to karaoke as much as you do. 你说的很对 What you said was very true. 你说的很对 What you said was very true. For example, if you ask somebody a question and that person explained to you very well, then you can say, 你说的很对 What you said was very true. It makes sense to me. 我和你的看法很一致 My opinion is on the same page as yours. 我和你的看法很一致 It means my opinion is on the same page as yours. This sentence is usually used on very official occasion. For example, in a business meeting, you can say it to your client or to your boss. 我正要说这个 I was just going to say that. 我正要说这个 It means I was going to say that. So when you speak the Chinese version, you have to emphasize a little bit more on 正 What you just said was really what I have been thinking in my heart. You said what I want to say. 我不同意 I don't agree. 我不同意 I don't agree. If somebody said, I think this phone is the best phone. So you can say, 我不同意 I don't agree. 我认为不是这样的 I don't think this is right. 我认为不是这样的 I don't think this is right. Usually, I don't say this 我认为不是这样的 I usually only say 不是这样的 This is not right. Because obviously it is my opinion. So you can say either way. 我认为不是这样的 or 不是这样的我和你的看法恰恰相反 My opinion is actually the very opposite of yours. I have a friend who always tells me his living purpose is just for eating, for enjoying food. I always say, like, 我和你的看法恰恰相反 My opinion is actually the very opposite of yours. To eat is for living, not to live for eating. 我觉得这行不通 I don't think this is going to work. 我觉得这行不通 I don't think this is going to work. So this sentence can be used casually or in business circumstances, whichever is fine. When you think, this plan is not practical, you can say, 我觉得这行不通 I don't think this is going to work. 不一定 not necessarily. 不一定 not necessarily. So this one is very commonly used in our everyday life. So for example, are you going to the party tomorrow? 不一定. Do you think it's going to rain tomorrow? 不一定吧。我觉得不会。明天 I think tomorrow is going to be a sunny day. Thank you for watching Chinese Top Words. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. If there's anything about agreeing or disagreeing, any phrases you specifically want to know, please comment below this video. Let us know. And don't forget to check out ChineseClass101.com. I'll be there. Bye!
Hi everyone, welcome to Chinese Weekly Words. This week we are going to talk about hobbies this week. Hobbies, 爱好. First one we have, 书法. 书法 means calligraphy. I took a calligraphy lesson when I was little, but I couldn't hang on. 我爷爷的书法写得很漂亮. My grandfather's calligraphy is really good. Okay, 下一个是吉他. 吉他 is an instrument, which means guitar. If you want to buy a guitar, you may ask, 这个吉他多少钱? How much is this guitar? Next one is 滑冰. 滑冰 is ice skating. I don't know how to do that, but so I can say 我不会滑冰. It means I don't know how to ice skate. Next one, 下一个是上网. 上网means to surf the net, to go on the internet. It's a like daily activity, at least for me. 我每天都会上网. I surf the net every day. Next one is 画画. 画画 means to draw. 小朋友都很喜欢画画. Children like to draw. Okay, that's the end. So today we talked about hobbies. So what is your hobby? You can leave us a comment. And I will see you next week on Chinese Weekly Words. 下周见, bye bye.
Want to speak real Chinese from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at ChineseClass101.com.
Hello everyone, welcome to Chinese Weekly Words. 大家好，我们又见面啦。And this week we're going to talk about what? Life events. 出生 means to be born. 我是7月出生的. My birthday is in July. 毕业 is graduation. 他的父母去参加了他的毕业典礼. Her parents went to her graduation ceremony. Okay, 下一个是工作 to work or job. 我的第一份工作是老师. My first job is to be a teacher. 订婚 engage. 我最好的朋友订婚了. My best friend got engaged. 死 is to die. 我不想死 means I don't wanna die. Also because the pronunciation of number 4 is 4 is very close to 死. In China, number 4 is not a very lucky word. So that's the end. We talked about life events. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll be here with you next week. 再见.
Want to finally start speaking in your target language? In this guide, you'll discover the top 7 ways to practice speaking on your own with our lessons. Let's begin. Number 1, shadowing. Shadowing is a proven learning technique where all you do is repeat what you hear in order to practice speaking. So access any audio or video lesson on the site and press the play button to start. Then, as you listen or watch, just repeat the conversations. Or, even easier, read along out loud with the dialogue section. The script is right there in front of you. With our lessons, you can master entire conversations, just like that. Number 2, read out loud. I just mentioned it, but reading out loud is another powerful tactic and deserves its own mention. With every lesson, you get written transcripts and translations. So, as you play the lesson, read the dialogue out loud as you hear it. Why? By reading out loud, you're also practicing your speaking skills. You can do this with the lesson notes, the lesson transcript, or the dialogue tool. With the dialogue tool, you can listen to each line again and again, and repeat out loud until you master them all. Number 3, speed up your reading to speed up your speaking. Being able to speak without thinking is a sign of language mastery. If you're talking to a native and can respond quickly, they'll assume that you're fairly fluent. How can you do this? When you read out loud, try increasing your speed a little bit every time. So, start by reading with the dialogue tool. If you're like most learners, you'll read the first line slowly. That's because you're still getting used to the words, which is okay. Reread it. On your second try, you know most of the words, and you'll read a little faster. Reread it again. On your third try, you'll be even faster, at a native speaker's speed. And being able to read these phrases out loud and fast will help you speak fast. Number 4, record and compare yourself with native speakers. In order to sound like a native speaker, you must imitate native speakers. So here's how. Access the voice recorder, which is in the Dialogue Study tool in every lesson. Click on the microphone icon. Listen to the native speaker's audio, and then record yourself. You can then compare the 2 recordings side by side, and practice and try again and again until you perfect your pronunciation. Number 5, get feedback from our Premium Plus teacher. If you're learning by yourself and don't have access to real teachers, then you can always get feedback from our Premium Plus teachers. With the My Teacher tool, you can record yourself speaking and send the audio file to the teacher. They'll review it and tell you what to improve and how. That's it. Number 6, level up your speaking with Premium Plus assignments. With Premium Plus, you can also get assignments that cover reading, writing, listening, and even speaking from your teacher. These assignments can be tailored to your goals and needs. You get a new one every week, or anytime you're ready for a new one. Number 7, get even more lessons in the lesson library. If you want even more lessons on speaking and conversations, visit our lesson library and under Category, choose Conversation. You'll get all of the pathways and lessons that are focused on speaking. If you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share it with anyone who's trying to learn a language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. And if you're ready to finally learn language the fast, fun, and easy way, and start speaking from your very first lesson, get our complete learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account right now. Click the link in the description. I'll see you next time. Bye!